What's up, guys? It's Joel from the Fun Pimps. This is the first look at distant terrain. This is just a screenshot. I don't actually have a working build of it that I can show you myself live yet. But Chris, our lead programmer, he's been working on this, and you can kind of see right here where the regular terrain ends, somewhere off in here, and then it switches to the distant terrain. And the distant terrain is basically the same as this terrain, except I think it's a little bit lower poly, and we just generate this big mesh based on the height map of the world. But here you can see the snowy mountains of Navezgane, which you've never been able to see at a distance, which is really cool. And I guess you'll be able to configure the range, and it's going to end up being at least a mile, if not 2 to 2.5 miles. Maybe there'll be a slider, so guys with a better system can extend their draw distance and see this distant terrain. We don't have trees showing up yet. We don't have buildings or POIs or anything, but we're taking it one step at a time. Just seeing the terrain in the distance is a huge improvement, and we're talking about strategies to get more stuff off in the distance. But really excited about this so far, and hopefully next weekend I can show you a live walkthrough instead of just an image. But this is all I have for now. But I was so excited, I really wanted to talk about it and share it with you guys. So we've added a new crop to the game, and it's a hop plant, and these produce hops. I just planted these a little bit ago, and we improved the hoe. I might have showed this in another video, but the attack rate, I sped up the animation so it's much faster, so you can clear an area out pretty good. And the fertilizer, as long as you have some in your inventory, you can make fertilized ground, which grows crops that produce a lot more. So if I planted this on non-fertilized soil, I think it would only produce 2 seeds. So you wouldn't get much of a yield from it. But if you plant it on fertilized ground, I believe you're going to get around 5 seeds. But let's wait and find out here. So plant a few more of these. So I'll plant a few more that aren't fertilized just to see what these guys do. Oh, I can't even plant it. So apparently hops is fertilized ground only, because this is kind of a cool plant. Now, why is the hop plant so good? Well, it makes hops. And with hops, you can now brew your own beer. And beer is no longer just another flavor of coffee. What beer does now is, well, let's wait. I'll show you guys later in the video after I get it done. Let me plant some more. I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's see. So upgrade, as long as you have fertilizer, you can upgrade the dirt to fertile ground. And speaking of ground, we improved our MIP mapping. And I think I have 13 chunks here. No, I've only got 8. I should switch it to 13 because it looks so much better. I will be right back. And I'm back. And you can see our new MIP mapping, it basically smooths out the ground in a distance. We used to get a lot of tiling on our textures in the distance, and now you can see basically, let me put a bedroll down so I can find my little farm here. There we go. Let's go run around and check things out. Gave the snow biome art a little bit of an overhaul this week. You can see the ground no longer, you can see this pile pattern here, but at a distance it pretty much blends out to a nice even white, so that the hills, you don't see those tiling patterns anymore, which is really awesome, especially with the distant terrain coming. That was something that, you know, we had to have because it looked really bad. So this is how it looks on your average sunny day. You guys don't know, you haven't really seen a whole lot other than screenshots, but we've totally redone all the fog and everything in the game. Like as far as all the sun colors, the sky colors, the distant horizon, the fog, everything's much natural looking. Look at that. See how it blends out nice. And now let's change it, if I can, to snowing. So this is when it starts to snow, you get a completely different spectrum set for, you know, more of a blizzarding kind of fog level and atmosphere, which is pretty cool. Uh-oh. It's a bear. Don't feed the bears, because all they eat is human flesh, apparently. Anyhow, this is how the snow biome looks when it's snowing now. It looks pretty awesome. It's a bunny. Come here, bunny. But yeah, I think it just feels so much more immersive, the natural fog and light we have now. So let me fix that back. And just go check on our crops. Another thing we did to crops is we slowed down how fast they come in. I know some of you guys might think, oh, well, that sucks. It takes forever to farm now. I think it takes about 3 days per stage, and it is randomized now, so you might have to wait for some of your crops to come in when others have already come in, that kind of thing. But overall, I think it's going to be a good improvement to gameplay. So I will be back. We'll look at some other stuff and let this stuff keep growing, and I'll be back later to harvest this. We'll see how long it actually takes. So I'm going to show you guys some new UMA zombies I've been working on this week. Last week I think I showed you this guy here, the utility worker, and I believe we saw the soldier, and here is the old timer. He's going to be probably in the old west town. I made this new zombie eye texture for him, so still kind of working on it. I don't know if I'm 100% happy with it, but it doesn't look too bad. It's all bloodshot. And he's playing a player idle animation. This is just our UMA character building tool, basically, right here. But anyway, this guy you're going to find in the old western town. And zombie miner. This bad boy. Now, this is something new we put in. Joey put in damage. Oh, I don't know why I put white. Let's fix his beard real quick. He's supposed to have darker hair. He's like a buff miner, not an old dude when he died. So that's more like it. There we go. Like that. So anyway, Joey put in these damage decals, so we've got like, it's cool because it's like I can layer these in the order I want. So his beard went down first, and then in another layer we put down this this damaged skin. So this guy's got, you know, he's messed up from whatever killed him before he got wrecked and turned into a zombie. But anyway, this guy's going to be found in mine shafts. Hopefully his mining light will be on. I know people requested that. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll have a programmer hook that up. So, and he'll look cooler with a zombie animation, and I'll load these guys up in the game a little bit. This is just the character editor, and it's easier to show them without them doing the zombie dance. And there's the base character. Just kind of the base zombie that we use. Hazmat zombie. Alright. Football player. I'm going to show you guys a football stadium later. And I thought, well, if we got the football field, wouldn't it be cool if there was a few football zombies in it? You know, these guys, you're not going to see these guys everywhere. They're pretty much restricted to the football field POI, but they're going to be big, tough linebackers, and I think they're going to be pretty cool, or linemen. So, there's the base female. She's just there for fun of it. She's not in the game. And the last but not least, this one's really cool. Was the fat lady I made the other day. And here is the zombie cheerleader. And what's really cool about her is we finally got a mouth hooked up into her leg. So she's got some nasty zombie teeth in there. So we're able to open and close their mouths now. Their eyes look around. So they're going to be a lot more lifelike, all the UMA zombies are. And we've even, we are writing UMA creates a new texture for every unique zombie, but, so we've kind of had to use them sparingly, but now we're writing a texture cache, which is basically going to write out and save a texture to memory. So anytime I spawn one of these, it isn't going to make a unique texture per single zombie for every UMA zombie we add. It'll basically, all the cheerleader zombies will share the same texture. And she got bit by some details in there. So anyhow, pretty excited. Oh, I made a lipstick overlay so I can color their mouth, their lips a different color. We're working on eyebrow overlays so we can change the eyebrows out on characters and basically make a lot of interesting and cool looking player characters, NPCs, and UMA zombies.